Electro and Bono Movie Power Hour. You know what? Where's Hawk at? Listener discretion advised. Pansy.
Welcome back to the Electro and Bono Movie Power Hour. I am Electro, of course.
Yo, what up? This is Bono.
And the power continues. It gets stronger. The power gets stronger. The hour, I feel like it's getting longer.
Yeah.
And, you know, the hour, the power, what else? Movies. That's the other thing.
And movies.
Movie Power Hour is back with another powerful hour of movies. We really bringing the power this time. We're bringing the power of fear.
Yeah.
Bono.
It's a scary time. There's good movies out right now, too.
I mean, by the time this comes out, it's probably Halloween time, actually.
Yeah.
Spooky podcast,
Yes,
just in time. You think we don't plan these things out?
Come on.
Well, we don't.
Yeah.
But sometimes it works out.
Fuck yeah, it does.
Or whatever. It'll be a nice little Christmas podcast.
It's a good setup.
Could be
Lead into Christmas time.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's September right now.
Nothing soothes fear like the Lord, Jesus Christ. And he was born in December. So, and you're a good Republican. You should praise Jesus, I think. So we're going to do that. Talk to Me is the film we watched, Bono.
Mm-hmm.
You came to me with this film long ago.
Yes, sir.
With the trailer. You watched the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
You saw something there. You sent it over my way.
Yeah, you know, because sometimes, you know, I don't know if you like the scary movie. I don't know if you're a fan of just horror in general. I know you like your slashers.
Are you calling me a fucking pussy here on air?
I'm just saying.
On air, live.
No, I mean, some people enjoy scary movies and some people don't. You know, like there's some people who don't watch scary movies. Other than the slasher bullshit that we've been coming up with.
What are you talking about?
Are you scared? Is what I'm at.
Of course. But I watched, dude, we've been watching horror films together for our whole lives.
I know.
But honestly, the older I get, they are getting harder to watch now. Like, I don't know. I'm not as fearless as I once was. I could definitely, like, back in the day, go to sleep watching Evil Dead. Some fucking awful demonic shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like literally sitting there in my PJs all fucking
comfy,
all ready to sleep. Be like, let me just relax. Watch some possession, some beheadings.
The soothing sounds of flesh.
Screams of hell. Like, to me, since whatever, the way we were always raised with our religion, not that we're religious anymore, at least me, that I'm religious anymore.
I don't practice, but
we were brought up in it, and there is a certain extra fear that I think we're prone to because of it, and that's demons, my friend.
Yeah, some form of possession.
The devil.
Yeah.
El Diablo.
El Diablo. At every turn, there he is. That's the fear, right?
Terrifying thing to put upon a child.
Some trauma there. No worries. But Talk to Me just seemed a little bit more fresh than the traditional possession movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like all priest heavy and fucking
Russell Crowe.
You know what I'm saying?
The Pope. What is it?
The Pope's Exorcist.
The Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah.
Does the Pope have an exorcist? Wait a minute.
Well, he's the main one. That's Russell Crowe, you know what I mean?
The Pope is like, all right, get the fucking Spaniard out there. He'll stop it.
He'll stop a demon.
Yeah.
He stopped Joaquin. Stopped them.
It wasn't easy.
You get this new style, modern style of horror film, and that's what I mean. Like, I think scary movies are getting better. You know, they're not as cheap. They're not as like, let's just get some. Like, I don't know. It just seems different. You know, they're I don't want to say changing the game because they're not really changing a whole lot, but it's just a different feel. You know what I mean?
There's a trend right now for this kind of horror that kind of got started by Ari Aster and Robert, I don't know how you say his name, Eggers. Mm-hmm. But with The Witch, with Hereditary, the slow burn, intellectual, very well acted,
yes,
very well shot, beautiful looking movie.
Pretty ass movies, bro.
And it's a lot of talking, a lot of setup, and then a good payoff. Shocking shit. This is kind of the formula that horror is going through right now. Like a few years ago a couple of decades ago now, torture porn. When fucking torture porn came out, Saw came out. That's just the way scary movies were for
right.
a certain amount of years, like 5 years or something.
Right.
Like the 80s with your slashers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a time before when exorcism is always there for the take.
Yeah.
You can always make a new, hey, this person, there are actors every couple of years that try to be like, fuck it, I'll do one of these. I'll either be the parent or I'll be the priest or whatever. You can't go wrong. I mean, you can go wrong. There's plenty of terrible ones.
yeah.
But if executed right, you could keep making a fucking excellent exorcism movie every couple of years.
And I mean, I think that's part of the whole horror thing. Because, yeah, like if you look at the old school movies, the 80s and all that shit, they're not great movies.
I mean, a lot of them aren't.
They're fun. You see some horrific shit, you know. I don't think you're going to watch a snuff film and be okay with it, right? They have...
Snuff?
You know what I'm saying?
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying, like, people go to watch these movies.
I'm done watching Snuff, man.
I'm over it.
Dude, they don't even shoot it good.
It's not even... I need production.
Come on. I need performance. These people are
Get in character,
These people
man.
getting killed, like, I don't know. I don't feel it.
But that's what I
I
mean.
don't feel it like I used to.
People go watch a movie like that for that, you know. They want to see some horrific shit, and it's got to be like funny and like not as serious. Because if you do watch some crazy shit without the tell off to be like, haha, just kidding, you know, the silly part to it. These movies have a different approach too.
Yeah,
you know?
I do want to say though, just really quick, that there was good horror movies in the 80s.
Yeah, there were. I'm not saying this shit.
There was a lot of terrible. I think, and a lot of people might disagree with me, but I think the 80s was like the worst fucking time for movies. That's like the movies I hate the most. I think 80s movies. But at the same time, there's been some fucking absolute classics that were released in the 80s.
Right.
I mean, there are the outliers, but I mean, yeah, 80s horror was very popular, and the slasher and the gross fucking movies. It's a new day. It's a new age. And yeah, we're getting these sophisticated horror films. And the thing is that they're focusing more on a story and getting like good actors to do it. Because there's nothing worse than a slapped together horror film with a bunch of unknown actors, which Talk to Me has.
Yeah.
Bunch of unknowns. I only recognize one actress in this movie.
I didn't know anyone in this fucking film.
I'll check right now but the mom, the chick's mom, one of the moms, like the main mom in the movie, not the dead one, but her friend's mom.
Yeah,
like she's from something.
Okay,
I recognized her. But it's a bunch of unknowns, and like I said, there's nothing worse than a movie that just grabs a bunch of unknowns. They don't give a fuck if they can act or not. Who knows why they're there? Like,
right.
They're somebody's kids or something, some nepotism going on. Right. I don't know how you got this role, but there's plenty of.
They're funding the fucking film.
I'm sure there's a bunch of great actors out there that would give you a good performance, but you decided to spend several $1 million and just pick the worst actors you could find. It's like you went out of your way actually to find terrible actors, and then you put up together this fucking sloppy ass film with a fucking stupid, like barely there fucking idea or plot, put zero effort into it, and then they still make like a decent amount of money because they're fucking cheap. But you can make a cheap movie and also what if we fucking try, guys?
Right.
Let's fucking give it a shot. And every now and then you will find these hungry fucking directors, these up and comers. This Danny and Michael Philippou. I don't know if you say Philippou.
That's what I would say.
Philip.
I want to say Philippou out of respect.
Maybe they're French. No, wait, they're Australian, Mike.
Philippou. I don't know.
It's Philippou, you fucking
you fucking bastard.
You fucking jet.
But
yeah, so I heard an interview with these guys on a podcast. and they're pretty interesting. So apparently they made like several short horror films and put them on YouTube and like another platform that doesn't censor as much, because I think like on YouTube they'll be like, hey, a little too extreme or some shit.
Right.
So I don't know what other platform, but they are on YouTube. I haven't watched any of them. I don't know about you.
I haven't, no.
But apparently they're pretty good. And so these guys, they were known, they were looked upon, and they were being asked to make movies.
Okay.
And they held out, like, to their fucking credit. You know, they were like, nah, we're not going to go make a Marvel movie and then get stuck in this fucking Marvel fucking game. Because that's what they'll do. They'll snatch these up and coming directors.
Right.
And then
fast track them to the top.
And then make them direct this movie. And then the studio is ultimately the one that's in control. This director's not in control. He's just a name that they're putting up there, you know? So these guys decide, like, no, fuck that. We're going to fucking make a fucking good ass fucking movie, like with a simple fucking idea. And the idea is pretty genius, I think, in this movie.
Right.
These motherfuckers, the Philippous, I think they talked about how a certain studio, well, right now that we're looking at the Wikipedia, Universal, was it Universal?
Yeah, Universal
and A24 were in the bidding war to fucking buy this movie.
Yeah. So
probably my guess, completely guessing here, could be completely wrong. I don't know what I'm talking.
What are you talking about?
Because in the interview I heard, it seemed like they were being made another offer with more money, which I'm now assuming was Universal.
For sure. Deep ass pockets.
And they were like, we could have made the movie that way, had more money, but we were going to have less control.
Right.
And so they went the other fucking direction. And they stayed true, and whatever, they got enough to make it 4.5 million, which is whatever. That's a lot of money, but not when it comes to making a fucking movie.
Right.
And to make a movie and it actually like look good.
Right.
And
that's the important part. The set doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be this huge thing. Just great control of everything and in a tight spot. And that's what this movie gives you.
Simple.
Yeah, keep it simple.
It's very simple. It's a classic tale with a little bit of a modern twist, which I think is perfect. I thought it was like a great exorcism or demon movie of now, you know? Like, I thought it was like, all right, like, you sent me the trailer to this. I was like, Bono, get the fuck out of here with this nonsense, with this fucking woke A24 bullshit.
This propaganda.
Like this agenda of yours. Agenda 24. Okay.
Nice.
I don't like it. I'm scared for you. I'm scared for this. Because it's one of those trailers that came out and it had already quotes from like people that had seen it, like fucking awfully horrible. Like, the scariest shit you'll ever see. Like, I wasn't able to get hard for a week after this. These fucking reviews were coming in. They were hot.
Yeah. And you know, most of it did come through TikTok. I think I saw it in a fucking TikTok on probably theirs, on A24's. It just looked different. And then, you know, you mentioned the whole thing of exorcism. It's not an exorcism movie.
I shouldn't have said that.
But it's okay.
It's demons.
But that's what we're
adjacent.
Like. We're kind of used to that, you know what I mean? It has to be like fucking some Emily Rose type shit, the exorcism one, and you have exorcism this.
Hitters.
This all bangers.
Loved everyone.
We watched all of them. You know, whatever came out, we were gonna watch anyways. But this one flips the script, and I see it on TikTok, so it's already on a different level because it's this modern age shit, right?
What world are we living in now, Bono?
That could go really wrong too, because someone could, you know, oversell the fucking Gen Z, fucking TikTok heavy, fucking social platform approach to these movies, because there's a couple movies that are already about that, you know what I mean?
Oh, they're coming out at a rapid rate at this point. I've been to the movies lately, but there's some movies coming up that are very Gen Z coming at us hard, right?
No, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
In these.
One of them's an A24. I don't know if I think it's a musical.
Whoa.
It's gonna be a hard satire musical, I think.
Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I know I watched some trailers for it recently. But yeah, what were we saying?
Just the style of movie coming off from like the whole possession stuff into this new format. And then so I was telling you earlier, I went and watched The Nun, the second part, I guess. I didn't see the first one, but I've watched
You were going to give the second one a shot.
You know, if it made
Why not start at The Nun too? That was the question you asked today.
Exactly.
It was like,
yeah.
We will start here.
I'm starting here. I don't care.
How was it? Give us a little.
It was okay. It was, just cheesy shit. And that's, part of the whole brand thing. You know
about Valak.
That's Valak looked good. I mean, regardless.
I figured that the movie wouldn't be good, but Valak is just too good of a character.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking terrifying.
It is terrifying. It's fucking scary.
Did you see that that Valak herself is like suing the studio or whatever? Have you not heard about this?
No.
And it makes sense. It's kind of true. She does deserve something. She's like, dude, this character became a super iconic character. You guys are making so much money off of my face.
Right.
I probably didn't get paid enough for this. You need a fucking kick down.
Right.
And like, she's suing or some shit, right? She's like, fuck that. Like, you guys are fucking me. Like, literally, I'm the nun, dude. I'm like, it's like probably the most iconic horror like character in recent time, right? Annabelle, the nun.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, nothing else. Really.
Exactly. That fucking nun, Valak. You
Scary.
fucking know. If we walk out of the studio right now, that long hallway, and you saw a fucking nun at the other end, you'd just be like, no.
A demonic nun? Yes.
All right, any nun, but especially a demonic.
Yes, yeah.
But I just saw a nun out there right now, and we come out, I would be on my fucking toes.
We're going to backstep. We're not going to turn away from it.
How are we going to play this? Should we just run through her?
Already in the back. Ah!
Should we run through her or run away from her? What do you think?
I don't know. Run at it. Fuck it.
Yeah, so it was okay. You liked it?
It was all right. Whatever. But that's what we're saying. We kind of get fed this straightforward horror now. You know what I mean? With the cheap fucking jump scares and using the image to scare you more than it should. I mean, there's things on the wall that look like it, and you don't even see the fucking entity till like the end, honestly.
Well, you know what? The nun was a James Wan creation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the fucking like genius came from. Now the character's being used to make whatever so to like maybe kind of goodish. I don't know.
Not really, no.
Okay. A so film that's gonna make a lot of money because people are gonna go see the fucking scary looking nun, you know?
Yes.
And you gotta also remember that James Wan and like The Conjuring and Insidious, like those were also a time in horror for like a good 5 years. That was its own little era, and people were like copying it, and there was just like a haunted house or ghost or demon fucking movies coming out like at that time. We had 3 Conjurings, fucking now 5 Insidiouses, you know.
Yep.
He went off with it, made La Llorona, Annabelle. How many of these movies did he make? Dude, he made like fucking 20.
Crushed it.
James Wan, you fucking brilliant son of a...
Backseating
we're
now.
We're over here fucking praising Elon Musk. Fucking James Wan is out here making out like a fucking bandit, dude.
Cashing in and riding to the fucking sunset, bro. He's chilling.
And directed fine, I'll direct Aquaman.
It's fun.
In between it.
It's a hobby.
Yeah, why not? Billion? Sure.
Okay. How many parts do you want? 2, 3? Let me know.
And he did one of the Fast and Furious movies too.
Fantastic.
The 7th one.
Really?
Yeah, he brought Rousey in. He said, you know what?
Well, we have to do the series, dude. So that's coming up soon. It's going to happen.
Dude.
We're going to go through all of them. I don't care. We're doing it, dude.
Have you watched the recent ones?
No, I haven't.
What's the last one you watched?
Fuck. I don't recall.
I feel like you haven't even seen it.
No, I feel like I stopped at 7, maybe 6. When she came back and she was all cartelled out. Letty, of course.
Of course, we're speaking about Letty.
Yeah.
I really like Fast Five, where The Rock came out. Like that thing. I mean, it's a fucking dumb movie, but like I like that one. That one's fun. And then I think I watched the next one because I liked the fifth one so much, and I was like, maybe I'm out. And then James Wan directed the seventh one, so I was like, all right, I guess I gotta check it out.
I have to, yeah.
But then in part 8 with Charlize, I was like, I am out. Not because of Charlize, but by 8, I was like, I'm out. I only watched the last one because of James Wan. Oh, and then also Paul Walker died in the middle of that one.
Yeah.
It's a little tribute to his bad acting, but
oh God.
Hey man.
Listen, dude. Paul Walker.
God rest his soul, but he wasn't a good actor.
He crushed it, man. He would have been a part of the biggest franchise of all time.
He was. I mean, they were making a lot of money by then.
Yeah. Yes, they were. And unfortunately, that happened.
You know what? The new one.
We get fucking Statham in there, I think. He's in there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
You know
the new one.
John Cena's in the other one.
He was in the last one.
And isn't
the last
Jason
two.
fucking Aquaman, isn't he fucking part of one now too?
Aquaman?
Yeah.
Who's Aquaman? Oh yeah, he's in the last one.
That's what I mean.
Well, I was about to say the last one, it didn't like flop. I think it still made like $500 million.
I mean, yeah.
But it cost something like over 200 to make.
All because a man couldn't live his life other than a quarter mile at a time. Think about that. Think about this racer dude who was like, yo, this is how I do it.
Yeah.
Family.
And
you just make this massive fucking franchise.
Who allowed this to happen? For Vin Diesel to have this much control and power and give him all these movies.
He's Toretto, dude.
Yeah.
He controls everything, dog.
Oh, what a fucking joke. I mean, I heard it was a pretty bad movie. It flopped. Like, it made $500 million, but it cost shitload to make.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it was a major disappointment.
Yeah, but like
fucking
dude, the studio is...
Barbie and Oppenheimer came and told everybody else to fuck themselves, dude.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
No, you were not a success.
The fact that those two movies were competing during that time is just ridiculous.
Well, Barbie was clearly winning, but Oppenheimer was doing like really well, like as well as another number one movie that wasn't Barbie, you know?
Right.
I don't know. The last time I checked, I think Barbie's made like 1.4 or if not more billion at this point.
Right.
And Oppenheimer is like at 850 million.
That's incredible.
It might not reach the bill, but the fact that it got all the way up there. I mean, I've seen it 3 times. I at like a fucking premium fucking screen, so I paid like top ass dollar.
Yep.
So I added a lot to that.
I'm a contributing member.
Yeah, I take fucking some credit on that 800 and something thousand.
And it's a great time for fucking movies, bro, because in the middle we get thrown, these bones over here like fucking Talk to Me, which is what still currently playing.
Still, it's had a really long run. When was this movie released? Let me see. July 28th.
Yeah.
So we're a few months off right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's still, I mean, it's only playing like
limited
twice,
showings
but
sure.
it's still on.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Like we said, it had a $4.5 million budget. And so far, US and Canada, 45.3 million. And worldwide, 66.4. Like, it's fucking...
It's decent.
It's doing good. I mean, it's very good compared to how much it costs.
Right. But it gets thrown in the smack middle with some blockbusters, but it's cool because people are paying attention. People do want to watch.
People are watching
movies,
it. People are watching it because here's the deal: everybody was watching Barbie and Oppenheimer. Fucking Talk to Me was a perfect movie to be hanging around there as to like, okay, I already watched Barbie and Oppenheimer.
People are in the theater. People are seeing this trailer, seeing the poster, hearing about it. Fucking social media like crazy. I'm telling you, TikTok blew up with this whole thing, and I
mean, I don't have TikTok. I'm not on social media very much, so So all that shit is lost upon me. I get it all because I am a fucking nerd, and I actually like see how movies are doing every week. Like I'm sick. I'm a sick man.
Sick. Help.
But that's how I know that the movie is successful and people are talking about it and stuff. Or I'll read reviews, watch reviews. But whatever's happening on TikTok, I don't know. I don't know what's going on out there. So it was very TikTok promoted, or
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the whole smile thing too. Like they push themselves through TikTok. It's just a new wave, you know what I mean? And this is done better. I wouldn't say all the way right, but I think it's done better. Like, what the fuck was there was another horror movie that had like some social media shit to it
recently.
Maybe in the last couple of years. But anyways, okay, let's get into it now.
Let's.
So the movie starts off with a party.
Yeah.
Just a regular house party, would I assume, some
underage sex.
Yes.
These kids are in high school, right? Or are they in college?
I think it's high school, bro. Let's say freshmen in college. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt here and say.
I mean,
Does it
might
say?
be college, right?
I don't know. But yeah, you get this party scene and, you're kind of driven to the same standard shit of like a house party, what's going on. People are going to be doing drugs.
Yeah.
They're going to be drinking.
There's going to be finger blasting.
Yeah, a lot of over-the-pants stuff.
Yeah.
And
some cum in the jeans.
Early,
An early release.
Yeah, early release. Discharge.
But you know what? We don't even understand kids nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't even think kids like the cum.
No, they're on
Everybody's
TikTok.
fucking weird now.
Socially awkward at a party.
Yeah, they're just on TikTok, Instagram. They don't want to touch each other. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm guessing.
But this movie shows you that. Right? It portrays that really well.
Really well, actually.
And then they're like, how can we switch this up? Let's have a murder in the middle of the scene.
Shocking opening scene.
Which is the style, bro. I mean, I know this movie was purchased to like the distributing rights and all that shit by A24.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of goes with what their shit is because of like Hereditary or a Midsommar, where they give you these explosive intros into a movie that just gets you like, holy fuck. Like, that's the start of a movie, what's to come, or if that's the only thing you're gonna get, and then it falls off. But this movie does a great job of just flowing with that type of like fear and edge to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 1 hour, 35 minutes. This is not a long movie.
Nope.
Which is perfect, because one of the things that you could say is bad about elevated horror or whatever is that it is long and it's the slow burn, like I was saying.
Yeah.
I actually think this is like a way more effective and successful movie than all of the ones we just mentioned.
Right.
Because it is short, it is not boring. This movie's fucking attacking you the whole time, making you feel terrible.
Right.
This movie made me feel like disgusted at points where I was like, dude, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
To still get you with scares and to have some emotion behind it and everything. Like, I don't know, I think this is the best horror movie I've seen in a really long time. And I went into this hating on it, being like, this is good. Okay.
Electra's a hater, dude.
Talk to who? Talk to the hand?
You're not talking to me.
I'm not listening, okay? And
You ain't gonna talk to me.
when you showed me that trailer, I was like, okay, whatever. This is a whatever trailer that has a bunch of quotes from people saying that it's like shocking and fucked up. I'm like, whatever. Hype. Like my boy Bono used to say, hype.
True. You were into some hype ass movies, but this is a little different.
And I think I watched that trailer again when I went to the movies with my girl. Can't remember what we watched, but we were the only people in that auditorium. And then she's like, all right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I know it was a horror movie because they were only playing like horror. They were playing like horror fucking trailers. And so I was alone in this auditorium. And then this trailer came out. and it scared the fuck out of me. Well, I mean, I was watching it in a giant screen in a dark room by myself. I was like, okay, I'm very scared right now.
Right. Had a good effect. Huh?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, like, all right, you sending me a fucking video and me watching it on my phone at 7 a.m. while I'm at work doing paperwork is not... Like, I was like, what is this fucking tame ass shit?
So you're
this pussy ass tame shit. What is this?
Right.
And then I watch it alone in a giant screen and I get full fucking effect. I was like, okay, I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then you hear the good reviews. So I went in and I was completely shocked by this movie throughout. At every turn, I was like, okay. Like,
Right.
And it follows the same formula as all of these movies. Teenager, fucking parents just, family just died, parents just killed themselves, whatever. Like, Smile did it, fucking Hereditary, fucking Midsommar. They all went for, like, let's think of the most horrible thing that in your brain that you would be like, this would be the worst thing that could happen.
Disaster,
and then put that let's put that feeling into everybody. Make them feel that. Terrible.
And that's the start. We're starting off. You're getting to know characters, and in the middle of this fucking party scene, the brother that goes there to rescue the other brother, right? He goes in there. He thinks he's on pills.
Yeah, you think
he thinks he's on Xanax and doing all this shit, you know, just getting fucked up at this party, right? So he goes into this room, and you kind of get that, you know, back to the door shit. You get that Evil Dead shit that we just seen, where, you know, we as a viewer are like, hey, this dude is fucked up. Not only is he fucked up, but he just seems off. Something is fucking gonna happen here.
Yeah.
And sure enough, out of nowhere, I figured some shit was gonna happen. But, you know, a little backstab, it's kind of mean.
He just stabs himself in the fucking face, right?
But he stabs his brother first, right? And he walks out and he's just standing there, and then he stabs himself in the face.
Fuck.
Which is pretty fucking brutal. I mean, it's pretty... Imagine yourself, you place yourself there, right? Because that's what that's, you know, intended to do. You're just at a house party having fun, finger blasting like you said, just starting the night.
There's not a dry finger in the fucking house.
And this guy just walks up and stabs himself.
Everyone's blasting.
You know?
Yeah.
The guy blasted off.
And it's a image you're not ready for. And to think about that, like how hard you would have to stab yourself in the face for a knife to go through.
Yeah.
I don't know how realistic that is, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's the power of the devil.
Power of someone. Something's happening.
Yeah. Something's happening. But yeah, so then we meet our main character, Mia, and she is played by Sophie Wilde.
Okay.
So this is an Australian production. So everybody in it's also Australian. So it also has that they're teenagers or whatever from now, Gen Zers. So you see that, but it's also a different like culture or whatever. They have, it's different. It's just slightly different over there, right?
I assume.
So it has like a more foreign, even more foreign to us. Like this is kind of like separated or something. Like it just seems, which makes it scarier to me, you know?
Right.
Because now I'm imagining myself as an Australian teen.
Very weird for me.
I'm very scared. I'm very afraid. I don't want to. No one talks
spiders. There's scared as fuck.
Yeah, and then you find out that her mom killed herself.
Yeah,
and so she basically blames her dad for it.
Yeah.
We don't know the story. We just know that this is how she feels, right? She blames him for it to the point where she doesn't even sleep at her house. She'd rather go to a friend's house and sleep there.
And also the father's fault for not talking to his daughter about this traumatic fucking thing that's happening. Because he's not ready himself. Blah, blah, blah. You get the broken up fucking attitude of this fucking daughter and fucking dad.
You know, if he would have just talked to her.
That was it.
Talk to me. It's the name of the movie.
Just
talk to me. This could have been solved with a simple
hard conversation. That's it. You know? fuck it, talk to your daughter.
Yeah, so she's fucking pissed that her mom killed herself, and so she would rather go chill out with her friend. And her friend is like, doesn't really want her there, but maybe just feels bad for her.
Yeah.
Her friend's in the throes of finger blasting. She has more important things. She has different priorities. She's getting finger blasted probably at least nightly. I don't know.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, so she's like very entertained with her boyfriend, who is actually the ex of Mia. So there's a jealousy there.
Yeah, they hit you with all of these situations.
It's so weird. Now that I'm thinking about it, unrealistic. Who the hell would remain friends with somebody who... It's just this fucking Gen Z. Oh, yeah, of course you can...
date each other and stuff.
How gross.
And then she's hanging out with the brother. Like, she's kind of part of the family. And the mom knows her. And they've been, together for a long time, blah, blah, blah. But you get thrown into the situations, right?
Yeah, you immediately feel really bad for her. You could see that she's fucked up, misguided, obviously isn't handling shit maturely, and obviously doing the wrong thing. She's running away from home, hanging out with a child, because that's all she's basically got, which is kind of fucked up.
Right. It just gives you a different insight into what the movie is. Again, it's character building. And with her, it's hard to, like, she's not in the wrong, obviously, if she was with this fucking dude and then her friend happens to get with the guy. But the fact that the mother is lost and her friend isn't there for her as much as her dad is. So she's relying on comfort from this kid who's not even talking about it. He's just there. And then the mom is kind of like on her own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just a lot of disconnection in the entire people involved. It sets up this shit so well because they play off the, what would you call the hand? Like a fucking preserved hand, or what do they call it?
They say it's the hand of a witch or a gypsy or something.
This preserved fucking gypsy hand or witch hand.
But it's like been put in a plastic or cast or something. It's not like, it's like in there. I don't know. Because it's got it's like written all over and shit.
Yeah. Like people have like signed it and shit. Like, I've been with this fucking hand, bro. This shit's been doing shit. But it's a new wave of teens, not just to hang out and get high or fucking get drunk. Their high is to speak with entities.
Yeah.
This movie is showing a different way for like this group of kids, this group of people going through some pretty fucked up shit, instead of going and dealing with their emotions through like drugs or alcohol, which is the standard, is what we love to see. There's this like trend of people at parties talking to demons.
Yeah.
Talking to souls.
It pretty brilliantly has a take on like how kids also use social media and stuff at parties and stuff, because they're like all recording it and putting it on whatever the TikToks or Instagram. Yeah. I don't know. Do people still use Instagram? I don't know, man.
Yeah, of course they do.
But yeah, they're like all sharing it. It's all out there. And the director talked about how he had the idea for it because his neighbor or something, he saw a video of his neighbor and his friends were recording him being really high or fucked up, and he was just like, this is fucked up that people would do this and share this, like this dude's fucked up clearly right now. And
that's been like the thing that's been always going on. It's just now kids get to put it out as fast as possible, like in real time, live, exactly. And you get this feeling of like, oh, fuck, it's out there. Someone can access this at any moment. It's this, not only a moment captured in time, but, we've all seen a bunch of crazy shit. We just haven't been able to fucking post it.
Like,
now they do it, it's for fun.
I mean, we've been able to post it, but why would we?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember there was like a birthday that I got so fucked up, and you and Lil, or I think it was Lil. She's dick. You're a dick, Lil. She was taking a bunch of pictures of me, like fucking. I was gone.
Yeah.
Like I was throwing up. I was shelling up. I was fucking gone.
Yeah.
And she was like recording me and taking pictures of me. And I remember when she showed them to me, I was like, That's fucked up. Like, why would you? And that was like personal. That was just between us. And even that, I was like, ugh. And to think that kids are just doing that willy-nilly now, or not just kids, plenty of fucking adults too. That's just the way the world is right now. People see something happen, boom, phone comes out, dude, and they're gonna make a documentation. They're gonna keep a record of this. And so the movie is like, you know, speaking on that too, which is, you know, I thought it was done like super well, being like, oh, fresh take on this fucking demonic thing. It's like it's basically a drug to them, right? They like get possessed, and it must be like fucking the ultimate acid or mushroom trip.
They
or
get
something.
Like a possession orgasm, and
their eyes go black. Like if their eyes are gone, like completely fucking you're in salvia land. You know?
Yeah, you're not there.
You're in Mario fucking world, just fucking chasing stars, buddy.
You're falling into an eternal pit. You know,
Yahoo!
You know, go deep.
And so that's what it seems like it is. Instead of it being a drug, a real drug, it's like a metaphor for drugs and for how people use social media right now and shit, with no regard as to how fucked up what they're doing is.
And I think like with this shit, it's more of the trend part, right? Because they're going to parties, and it's not like everyone can get this drug. Right, it's like these select.
This is pretty exclusive.
Yeah, so they're moving it and controlling the push, and they show these, you know, random kids or people get possessed and flip out, and it gets on to the next party, into the next party, and shit like that. You know, it doesn't stay like that's one thing. You know what I mean?
And it's like a drinking game or something. It has rules. They're like 90. Is it 90 seconds?
90 seconds.
They're like, we have to break the possession. We got to cut the possession short now. Got to keep it under a tight 90 sec.
Blow out the candle.
Pull the demon out.
Yeah, close the door.
Simple.
Close the door.
Post it. And so they set up the rules, and it's like a drinking game or some shit, you know? And I don't know how they all end up at a party. Can't remember. But
the friend's boyfriend was going to go to a party. So she's like, by default, bringing her friend along. And her younger brother.
And how old is this kid in this movie?
I don't know. He seems young.
Like 14 or 15?
Maybe less. Maybe
13.
Yeah, because they start off his.
Well, yeah. Well,
because
right
the whole
here
cigarette
it says that
thing, right?
that Mia's 17.
Okay.
So then he's probably
like 11, 12.
Damn, he's that young?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So the whole thing of like on his character, it starts off with, you know, these two kids, and one of them wants to smoke a cigarette, and then, you know, she pulls up to pick up this kid, and you think they're related, but they're not. She was just, you know, picking up the brother of a friend, taking him home because she was too worried about getting finger blasted, and the mom wasn't there.
Right.
So you kind of get that, and you're like, okay, well, this little sweet little kid is just.
And they have a connection too. They sleep together.
Yeah.
He probably wants to bang her, you know? I think he does, right?
Probably.
They have this moment where they're like singing this song on the way home, you know? They're like comfortable with each other, which makes all the more fucked up what happens in this movie.
Yeah.
Because you could tell that they like care about each other,
Right.
you know? It's not like it's a random person to her. Like she probably cares more about that little kid than her friend at this point, who's just busy being blasted. That should be the name of a band, Busy Being Blasted. The triple B, the B3. Busy Being Blasted.
Talk to me.
So when they get to the party, her friend, and they're like, what are you guys doing? Like, this is fucked up. Like, let's leave. And Mia, whose mom just died, she's just right now at the point doing anything she's not supposed to do. She wants attention. She wants her friend's attention, who just will not fucking give it to her. So she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna let the devil enter her. See if then she'll fucking she'll pity for me. And also the fact that she's with her ex, she also wants something from that too, you know?
Right.
She keeps bringing it up. Obviously, she plays it off like she's cool. Like, we share dudes. Right. But it obviously hurts her. And so she lashes out. She's like, fuck it, let's do this. And then it escalates. So her ex and now best friend's boyfriend does it. And this is the part where I was like, this movie is sick. Because he gets possessed and fucking... This is a particularly horny demon, right? It's like all, like, dude, I miss being fucking hard. Like, hey, dude, I got a dick.
Relax, demon.
Like, this is the horniest. This demon's just like, dude, you can't jerk off. Like, there's no blasting in hell. No one's getting blasted in a good way. So this demon is just fucking horny. He just can't control himself. And then also calls out the strange thing about this little love triangle, like the fucked up thing about it, and says like, oh, like, I don't know, says something to Mia about the guy or to the guy about Mia, like implies something. Yeah. And you get a big reaction from Mia. She gets like a big old smile, like, ooh, like, yeah, what? Yeah. Maybe I love you or some bullshit. I don't know. But anyway, this horny ass demon's so fucking horny.
Horned up, bro.
And he fucking decides is it a bulldog?
I think it is, yeah.
He decides a bulldog is the right one to...
the right move.
Yeah. And very hornily makes out with it.
Yeah.
I was like... fucking repulsed so deeply at that moment,
right?
Because he was making like these fucking full sounds, as he made out with a dog. I was like, PETA's gonna have a fucking field day. This fucking bulldog didn't give consent to be made out with like that.
Wow. I know.
That's animal cruelty if I've ever seen it.
I watched the show with my girl. We went to the theater and everything. And I remember looking over just like, fuck.
That's a hard moment. Like, honestly, that moment really, I was like, dude, this movie is going for it. Yeah. It is disgusting me. It is shocking me. Like, ugh. And then to think that everybody recorded it.
Yeah, it's recorded.
And is laughing at you. And then this guy comes out of it. It's like a perfect metaphor for like doing something so stupid when you're drunk and then like, or high or whatever the hell you just did.
Right.
And then you fucking come out of it. And to think that like your friends or not friends, whatever, peers.
Yeah.
All recorded you. You'd be like, what the fuck, man? Like, then they keep the party going, you know?
Next.
The past is the past.
Yeah. That
I made out with a bulldog.
I'm okay.
It wasn't me. It was this horny ass fucking demon. Oh, it's in the video. Did you watch the video? Right. I'm into girls. I'm finger blasting a fucking, and it's this one over here.
It's pretty interesting too because the characters that what was the transgender actor that's a part of this movie?
Take it easy, Bono.
Well, that's what it's what it is.
Why don't you take it easy?
But they're kind of being like the shady drug dealer, cool fucking high school kids and shit. You know what I mean?
Zoe Terakes plays the role of Haley, and he's a mean boy. You know?
Yeah.
And like obviously it's a transitioned woman who's now a man, but she does a good job at portraying that kind of guy. You know, that
seedy drug dealer,
fucking foreign Mexican. This came off very Mexican to
really
me. I don't know.
You got Mexican vibes
from the kind of
from
person.
some Aussies. You got some Mexican
from
vibes?
This one particularly.
Okay.
I got some cholo vibe, like a little cholo action. I don't know, the way she dressed and how tough she acted. I got a little fucking Mexican flair.
Okay,
you pulled it off, Zoe.
Well, okay. You know, it wasn't bad, but they're providing this service.
Yeah, they're the fucking plugs.
Yeah.
You know?
They're coming through with the spirit. They're doing the thing.
Who wants to get possessed?
And the thing is that it's not one thing. You know, that's the crazy and cool part to this thing, right? It's not the one demon that's trying to do this shit, right? You have an option.
You don't know if it could be a demon or it's just like lost souls. People that fucked up or like tortured souls or all of them that they showed, none of them look friendly. No. They all looked like fucking you don't, if you saw that thing, fuck that, right?
Well, you know, it's just like a dead person alive.
And then like the first time she does it, it's really cool too. And the way that they set it up, because they show at first when she touches it, she immediately just goes like, holy shit, right? And then everybody just laughs and they're like, no, like keep touching the hand.
Right.
And then you see what she sees, and there's just a fucking terrifying looking dude like sitting in front of her.
Yeah, well, looks like a dead dude, of course. You're like, oh shit, this is
like decomposed.
Yeah.
Like fucking bloated. Yeah. Very gross. And then they say like, I let you in or something, and so then it possesses them, and then they have to break it.
Right.
Fucking right? No, right?
Mm-mm.
Would you?
No, I don't think so.
Never.
I don't think I would. I mean, it's kind of
too many fucking Exorcist movies to fuck with anything like man, that.
Just save me at the 90, you know, we're good. Because you know what? Sometimes you need to travel like that. Sometimes you need to do the 80X salvia trip.
I'm down for that.
You know what I mean?
Because if somebody says, hey, do you want to talk to a demon? The answer is no. I'm cool. Do you have salvia? Can we do some drugs instead?
I'm trying to be a starfish right now. I don't need to see demons.
I don't want to see anything dead, dude. Please.
So it becomes a thrill, right? She sees this dead person, kind of takes over a little bit, and then comes off and is like, holy shit, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, considering her situation, I'm sure feelings are at an all-time low, so any feeling above that would be incredible to her. So right away you can see junkie mentality of just like, let's abuse the fuck out of this.
Yeah. And they're all abusing it. And also, you could see it as her feeling accepted or something by a group, because they're like all fucking doing it together and stuff.
Right.
Or she's at least feels like she's fitting in at the moment, you know?
Where everyone already sees her as a weird person.
Yeah, everybody thinks she's weird.
Yeah.
And especially the friend that's letting her crash.
Right.
Who doesn't, like, it seems like she doesn't want her there.
Right.
She feels weird.
So now that little bond that we were talking about, the kid and her.
The kid's sitting there watching the whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
These fucking crazy. It's the little kid that gets brought to the party. Eventually, somebody's gonna get the kid fucked up, right? Exactly. Someone's gonna give him a shot. Someone's gonna give him a hit of that sweet Mary Jane.
Yeah. Kid's gonna be floating in a bit.
Yeah. Someone's gonna give that kid some Molly.
Some 80X salvia in the corner, kid.
Talk to me.
You have a minute or so, kid. Come here.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. And that's gonna happen. Exactly. The kid, you know, he gets the approval from the only person that seems to be talking to this kid, you know, is like, hey, you get me. Yeah. Like, is this okay? What do you think? You know, and obviously after the guy does it, the sister is like, oh, let me take care of this kid. And she's like, no, don't fucking do the thing.
So I think the sister like leaves the room or something, right? They're like all about to leave, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna go get my stuff or let's do something. She leaves the room,
right?
And the little kid's like, please, like, I want to try it, and she's like, nah. Everybody's like, no,
yeah,
but
and it's like, it's only 90 seconds. It's not gonna last long. You know, that's kind of the rationale of like, oh, it's okay. You know, go ahead and get high.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fuck it. Let's do it fast and let's not mention it.
Exactly.
And it just fucking, oh my God.
And to think like, yeah, it's just like this harmless fucking thing. Like, all right, fine, you know. I think it's like all a giant metaphor for like fucking up like that. Be like, okay, fine, you can have a little bit of alcohol. And then like the kid fucking dies or something, right? Or is left brain dead or some shit, you know. It's all because you did a stupid little thing and you were like, you were in
harmless
charge of this person,
yeah.
and you fucked up. And so little kid gets possessed, and then the spirit that's inside of him like looks over at Mia and starts speaking to her as her mom.
Yeah.
And she tells her that she like loves her and that she's so proud of her or whatever.
Yeah.
At this point, fucking Mia is
entranced.
Yeah, she's just so happy that she's talking to her mom.
Yeah.
Which is obviously not her fucking mom.
No, not at all.
But that's the cool thing to think about. Like, they've been fucking with these spirits. So, like, maybe these spirits get some fucking insight, you know? And the spirit is just like, I know how to fucking get this one.
Yeah.
Because of that, now she gets reckless and lets it go longer than it's supposed to go. There's a clear 90-second fucking rule here.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can get possessed for real, eh?
Yeah.
But she breaks it because she's talking to her mom.
Right.
She puts this kid at risk, and then this fucking demon decides,
yes,
I'm going to make this movie all way more fun. You thought the bulldog.
No.
You thought the bulldog was going to be the most fucked up you see in this movie? Hang on to your tits, buddy.
Child fucking destruction, bro.
Oh my God. So this little kid just starts bashing his face into the table, and it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
So they're trying to stop him, and there's a point where his eyes like already coming out of his face.
Yeah.
And he grabs it.
Yeah.
So like try to pull it out. I don't think he does, but the point that you see he has 2 fingers on the eye. Dude.
Yeah.
That was so fucked up. Like, I felt fucking horrible when I was watching that. And I went to go see it like at 10:30 at night. Right? Tiny auditorium, but everybody was seeing it. It was like the weekend that either it came out. I think I saw it the weekend it came out.
Yeah.
10:30 on a Sunday night. I had to sit. We were front row center. There's no hiding behind anything.
Really?
Everything was right in front of my fucking face.
Nice.
And it wasn't that bad because you could recline. It's still too close, but yeah, that's how I fucking experienced all of this shit. Like, I was feet away.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah, full effect. Fuck it.
It was hurtful. And it was dead center, first row center. There was only like seats in the first and second row, and second row was like all in the corner. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. And then still people came in and sat next to me. I was like, what the fuck? It was a tiny little auditorium, but a 10:40 on a Sunday night got full.
Late Sunday.
Terrible eye shit in this film.
And yeah, this kid just keeps bashing it. It was some fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood shit going on. I was like, dude, this kid is not going to stop. And you know me, bro. Once you start fucking with the kids,
you're in.
You're in. Grade A. And we've seen it. We've seen that too. You know, we saw it in Hereditary, right? It starts at a party, you know. Another horrifying thing, like things that I'm terrified of now, is like, you know, my kids having an allergic reaction to what they eat, you know, rather than what they touch or whatever. And you think about that, where like in that movie that's happening, and they get this fucking kid to the hospital ASAP, and decapitation.
Yeah,
you know, we get the full feel here. Now this kid is bashing its fucking face in. Slowly too. It's not like it's happening all at once, you know.
Yeah, it builds.
It just keeps going, and you just feel fucked up because this kid is just getting fucking pummeled.
Yeah,
and you know, cut to the fucking hospital, and you know, obviously the fucking sister's like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
Yeah,
like, this is your fault, bitch.
Yeah.
The mom's like, fuck you, you fucking crazy bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And it's just fucked up.
Yeah. So now she loses like the foundation she had, and is forced to go back home and deal with her fucking dad, which is something she didn't want to do.
In the process too, right? At the hospital, doesn't she see her mom or hears her mom?
I think so. And also there's a great shot. I think it's already at this point. She comes and stands I think it might be earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Once she's already been possessed. I don't know. But she stands behind, I don't know who it was, probably the friend or something. But she's out of focus. And she just comes behind her.
Yeah.
And her eyes are like completely black. She just looks like demonic. I just thought that was a fucking great shot to like show like she's officially like doomed or fucked, possessed. Even though she's not possessed, it's like she's gone.
Yeah.
Classic tale of somebody fucking with something they should not be fucking with, and they're gonna pay the price. Yeah. And they just keep making worse decisions.
Evil Dead. You see it. You know, you read from the book.
You must not read from the book.
Of course. We know this.
Yeah, the Mummy. Yeah. It was all there. It was all
They've been
there.
telling you this story since ancient Egypt, right? Since Hamunaptra. We learned this.
Imhotep.
You know?
What a good movie. Let's just talk about the Mummy.
Hold on.
Go listen to that Mummy episode, guys. If you want to hear the ultimate Mummy review, go back and listen to
every
that.
year we have to do a Mummy episode.
I know. Like we need to do, you know what? We need to do the sequel.
You're right.
Mummy Returns. The epic fucking continuation.
Awesome fucking film.
O'Connell. Evie. Jonathan. The whole gang's back.
Scorpion King.
The Rock's first movie.
Just saying.
They knew what the fuck was going on.
Brendan Fraser knew. He's like, you know what? Let me tell you about this.
He's going to be, you know what? He smelled what the Rock was cooking.
Yes, he did.
Bring the Rock in here.
God damn. That's what he did.
Yeah, what a good film. Anyway. Actually, people actually hate that film.
Successful though. I don't care.
We loved it. As kids, we fucking loved it. We thought it was like the best movie ever.
It is. What do you say? What do you say?
What do you mean we thought?
Do you not think
we
that?
think that still, don't we? Yeah. Anyway, what the fuck is Mia up to right now?
Yeah, I mean,
what happened? Oh, so she
has to go home.
She gets the boyfriend to drop her off.
Yeah.
And then tries to do some fucking this sneaking around, which he kind of invites, but doesn't. I mean,
not to that level.
He slept with her.
Yeah.
I mean, he did the head to toe thing.
Yeah. Because
she was just like, dude, like, I just need that. Can you just sleep with me? Like, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
And he's just like, feels bad for her. And he's like, fine.
Yeah.
And so they go to her house. Is it her house? I don't know.
Yes.
They go to a house, shelter. They did have shelter. There was a bed.
Yeah.
And they sleep head to toe. And she sees her mom.
Yes.
And so her mom starts, but it's not her. It's a clear demon version of her, a demon or an entity making itself look enough like her, but still looks very evil.
And we look, the brilliant part of that is that there's no need for the explanation, obviously. But we've been told that since the beginning of all of this. The devil knows how to use your fears. It will fuck you in the worst way. The exorcist will tell you, hey, your mother sucks cocks in hell. You know what I mean? Just to let you know, hey, you're fucked. Yeah. You have no chance here. So now, taking this vulnerable bitch, you don't have to set that up anymore. And it's great because you know that not only like, you know, you as the viewer are like, don't do it. Mm-hmm. But it's that fucked up because like some crazier shit wants to happen, which does happen with another rando scene. I mean, they're pushing the envelope on a different level, but fuck it. Foot fetish is a thing.
Yeah.
That is huge. Huge.
It's my thing. I mean,
you don't like it? You know?
I need feet. I need feet to live. I don't know. Okay.
I need my feet.
I have a problem. I'm aware. And I'm sucking these toes into like, get some kind of closure from this. Let's see where this goes. Let's see how this plays out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're going to see feet. But yeah, that's what happens. What is she doing in the dream?
I forget. I don't remember. I just remember the impactful end there.
Oh, I think she she sees like I think it might be the actual demon or something. I think I could be completely making this up.
I don't remember.
I think it crawls up to her and bites her foot, right?
Oh, that's right.
And it seems like it bites her toes off,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
her that's fucking sucking on this guy's toes.
Correct.
So she hallucinates a whole thing.
Right.
And I think it's...
Oh, that's right.
And
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like a creature, which maybe is the demon that...
Demon, yeah.
That it is. It is like showing itself to her and being like, I want to eat you.
I need feet.
Yeah. And so I think she feels like
You're right.
her feet are being eaten. And at the same time, she's just fucking
Going to
licking
town.
these fucking toes. Like the way that
The guy was
the dog, like, it brings that level of disgust to it. And like a violation. Like imagine if you wake up and somebody that you are not okay with sucking on your toes like that, and be like, what the fuck?
But I mean, was it okay? I don't know. Is that what is that what they were doing?
He
Who
didn't
knows?
seem okay with
You
it.
know, has he given consent before?
He
As
didn't
it
seem
happened,
cool with it. And I am sick of women just taking advantage of us like this. You know, this is perfect analogy for rape. Speaking of, Hyde just got sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Hyde
From that 70s show.
Oh shit!
For
How much?
30 to life.
Yeah.
For sleep raping.
Ouch! Wow.
He pulled one of those talk to me's. Just started licking things in other people's sleep.
Oh
He
my
shouldn't have been
god!
doing.
They didn't like it.
No, and it happened like 20 years ago.
Oh,
He went
shit.
down.
Damn.
Player.
Ouch.
That's neither here nor there. It just reminded me because somebody got violated in their sleep.
Wow.
Not that toe sucking is as bad as what
Not if there's consent.
we don't mind sucking on toes. Good luck finding a boyfriend who sucks toes. Yeah, the toe suck. Fucking, he's just like, you fucking sick, crazy bitch.
Yeah.
You're fucked up.
Get the fuck away from me.
Everybody hates you.
Yeah.
And now you're sucking my toes.
I'm out of here. My foot's wet. I'm out of here. And it's just, again, it changes the dynamic because you were already feeling like, oh, fuck, I just saw this kid bash himself. Now this bitch is into some fetish shit. And she's just like, you know what? I need more.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find out what the fuck's going on. I need to talk to my mother. I need to do it again.
Yeah.
And again and again.
Right.
You know?
And so at this point, the demon thing has convinced Mia that her mom didn't kill herself, but that her dad killed her.
Right.
Which is probably not what happened.
Or didn't, like, support her.
Yeah, that it was his fault.
Yeah.
They hadn't talked about it, right? So the dad never told her what happened.
At
So
all.
she's just assuming everything.
Correct.
So then finally her dad does talk to you. He sees that his kid's getting out of fucking... He's like, you're fucking sucking toes out there?
Jesus
Like,
Christ. I have a fucking kid running across the hall with a wet toe. What the fuck is going on?
this needs to fucking stop with the way.
Go to sleep.
Fucking slipped. We got a slip and fall fucking case on our hands, you fucking idiot.
Don't care what fetish shit you're doing.
Yeah, so then he finally decides to have that talk with her and be like, look, your mom fucking killed herself and left a suicide note.
Right.
It is official. And the person you hate, your dad, is like, dude, your mom fucking obviously didn't care about you that much to the point where she fucking decided she'd rather fucking die. Right.
Right.
And you're pushing your dad away, who's actually still there. And it's finally letting you know, like, dude, your mom chose to fucking kill herself, dude. She didn't want to fucking be here.
Right.
Like, you and I need to fucking stick together and shit. She's like, fuck you, you killed my mom. Right. So
Right.
it's like,
because there's no way that she would do that. There's
Yeah.
no, She didn't have any other signs. She didn't whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, well, she did. Right? Or at least that's what we're, driven to believe.
Yeah.
Which is part of it too, because you're absolutely right. Again, back to the same thing, the same fears, same thoughts, what you're thinking. The demon could be taking form in the projection she has in her mind. That her dad is the fucking fuck up dude who wasn't there for, her mom.
Yeah.
Or something like that, which is another layer that's really dope. I mean, again, it's showing you a different layer of like the psychological part. And that's why you do feel bad, because you're like, how many times does that happen where someone kills themselves and, not necessarily. I wouldn't.
took him serious.
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd
shit
do
like
it.
that. Exactly. The interviews and all that shit. Most of the time, the spouses are the murderers. But, when some crazy shit like that's going down, there is some real trauma. So I'm sure they're reaching for like this really like narrow minded people that have experienced shit like that, but like from an outside perspective, it's like driving a light and saying, hey, trip out on this crazy shit.
I mean, it's all things you can relate to, though, even though you haven't. We've been lucky enough not to have anything like that happen to us,
right?
But you can still relate to, like, losing somebody, or the thought of losing somebody like that, and how you would handle it,
right?
Because you don't know how you would handle it. You might fucking take it really fucking well. You might fucking try to make a deal with the devil. Who knows?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so Mia chose the latter. And so at this point, she's completely fucking lost in it. She keeps getting deeper and deeper into it. And she has a dream too of the little kid being like orgy in an hell orgy,
right?
Which is also super fucked up. Like,
I think it was through one of the things, no, right, where the demon or whatever is just like, hey, you want to see what this kid is going through? Like this kid's not coming back, right? His soul is trapped, and I'm telling you, bro, I need to rewatch. We need to pull that shit up, bro. See if that scene itself is on there, and we'll freeze frame by frame, Event Horizon style. And I'm pretty sure there is either a child being eaten or like a fetus or something. Maybe
you're sick.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll find out. By the time this airs, we'll probably have seen it again, and we'll know.
Yeah. But I mean, if it is crossing that, but regardless of the fact that this young kid,
either way, it's bad.
Yeah, it's already bad.
Yeah, if there's not a fetus being eaten in the back, it's still. I mean, it's not that bad. It's still pretty bad. It's still fucked up. You still see this kid just like being tortured in like some naked orgy,
devour.
Madness.
Yeah.
And he's like screaming and crying, and she sees that, and it's like, fuck. Yeah. Not only is this kid like over here physically gonna be deformed for the rest of his life, he's like, his soul is being fucking raped in hell, basically.
Yeah.
Not good.
No, not a good position.
Fucking terrible. And so she does try to save him. She's like, let's try to put the fucking hand on him. Try to get it out. But it, doesn't work. And the demon just keeps fucking with her to the point where she does some other dumb shit. And, tale as old as time.
Yeah, you keep fucking around. You're abusing the thing, and it's a cool movie. I did enjoy it.
Yeah, the demon tricks her. Her dad's like downstairs doing something, and she is imagining the demon's putting the thought of him like bashing on her door, like that he's gonna attack her.
Right.
He's like downstairs making a fucking PB&J.
Yes. Chilling.
Getting ready to watch some fucking Netflix or whatever. And then she's over here thinking that he's trying to kill her, and she starts screaming. So he finally, like, I don't know, goes up and checks on her.
Right.
And at this point, the demon just slips out of the way, and the dad's like, holy shit, and like goes to like try to comfort her, see what's wrong, and she just fucking stabs him in the throat.
Yeah. Ouch. Yeah.
he gets clipped.
Taken out.
I don't know if the demon tells her that she needs to fucking kill the kid to release him or some shit.
Right.
I don't know what. Point is, she's gonna go try and ice the little fucker.
I think at that point too, it's like the blend of still being in and reality is foggy. I think she believes that she's still in and is like, well, fuck it, because she's carrying out the tasks. How you say, the spirit got out of the way and killed the dad. Like, the reality has taken over. The spirit is now on Earth type shit, but while still prying on this child's emotions.
Well, the demon had like wanted the kid, right?
Yeah.
We're saying like it wants the kid, wants the kid. And she's doing her best to try to save the kid, I guess, right? By killing him. I don't remember, but this is just the demon's way to manipulate her so that the fucking demon could take her too. Like, I don't. It's pretty brilliant. Yeah. So he goes to try to get fucking the kid killed, and she's gonna roll his ass off a fucking hill. Right into the fucking traffic. Yep. She kidnaps him. The sister sees what she's gonna do, so she runs to stop her and pushes her. And I think the wheelchair goes too. Does it go too? But it doesn't.
Yeah, it goes.
So, moment of tension. Oh shit, what's going on? They both fall, and Shyamalan twist rewrite, page 1. Mia gets it. She dies. So basically, she gets taken into it or whatever. She takes the kid's place.
Right.
The kid comes out of it. It's like a soul for a soul kind of thing. Like, I wanted you the whole fucking
one or
time,
the other.
or I'll take you, whatever.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, she does manage to save this kid's soul, but she gets fucked. I don't know. She definitely didn't intend on being dying and being stuck.
She was a servant. She was doing what she was asked. She was not supposed to go down.
Yeah, and then you get a really cool sequence where she wakes up at the hospital and she sees her dad. She sees her dad survived, right? Like, he got taken to the hospital and he's alive. Right? Or am I making that up? Maybe
dead.
not.
He's dead.
Okay, he's dead. But he's at the hospital.
Yeah.
She sees him.
Soul is,
Yeah, and he's like walking away, and she's like running after him, trying to reach him. And it's like a bad dream that we've all kind of had, where you're like running to a plump thing and you can't fucking reach it. He keeps getting further and further away, and then the hospital around her is starting to shut down. All the lights are shutting down, and before she's just in darkness, which is now her fucking new home. It's like, now you just welcome. Now you're here. And then does a hand pops out? Does a hand pop out?
There's a light.
There's a light,
which is the door, the candle light. So for that little ritual is that they light the thing to open the door, and then the hand provides the bridge. And so she's going to the light, and then it's just some Italiano in their little fucking hillside house, and he's holding her hand, and you see her through his eyes as the dead soul or demon.
Yeah, the one who's gonna talk.
Yeah.
And it's another group of teens doing the exact same thing she was doing in a different part of the world.
Yep.
And she's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Credits. Movie fades to black.
Brilliant.
Really liked it.
Brilliant. And
it's
you
fucked up.
And you mentioned too, there's a prequel to this already?
Yeah, so I guess they shot a prequel, or at least partially shot a prequel while they were making this movie in secret. Maybe finished it soon after. And it's going to be the story of the two kids at the beginning of the movie. So apparently they shot stuff for it, like on phones and stuff during...
It's creepy.
during the making of this film, will link it or tie it into this one. They're kind of, I mean, if it's that story, it takes place probably right before it. Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, and already have greenlit a part 2, which I don't know. Maybe Mia will be in it. Maybe she won't be. The same guys are directing it, so
Right.
I'm in.
That'd be cool.
I don't know if she's gonna try to redeem herself or what, but no matter what, I am all in.
I'm in.
This was a fantastic movie. I think it's, like I said, the best horror movie I've seen in a long time. Really liked it.
And see, like, again, that format too, we saw it with X and Pearl, and even those movies that, I mean, they're horror movies, but are they? I don't see them as horror movies. I just see them as a good movie. It has horror to it.
Pearl has like less horror to it than X, I think.
Yeah,
it has some fucked
horrific
up things
shit.
that happen in it, but it's more of like a heightened, otherworldly kind of thing. It almost seems like a fantasy or like very, very not real. Like, I don't know, like an old movie or something. Mm-hmm. And X seems more like gritty, straightforward Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Fucked up shit.
Horror formula.
Yeah, and this is this take on like the possession shit. I thought it was fucking brilliant for them to use it this way and to tell a story like that effectively. It builds. You're just seeing this character just make every wrong decision. Like, just
like those old school fucking horror films, right?
Exactly.
They're doing everything.
I mean, that's a horror movie. Yeah. In a horror movie, you have to fucking fuck up in order for
consistently fuck up.
And the ultimate, you pay the ultimate price. Mm-hmm. It has a somewhat happy ending where this fucking family that just never wanted her around, like, fucking has a bit of a happy ending. But how happy? How
the fucking kid's banished for life.
Dude, he's definitely blind. I don't know.
Fuck,
he's gonna be fucking scarred forever. This kid's not getting laid without paying for it.
Nothing.
No one's gonna talk to him. I don't know. I think, like, for me, this was like a straight 9 out of 10.
Same here, dude. 9
was really good.
9 is a solid one for this one.
Highly recommend it. It's actually getting a 4K release. That's how you know it's good. Like, that's how you know that the studio or whatever thinks that they can keep making more money. Some of these movies, like Pearl, that didn't come out in 4K,
right?
Or they bring it out in 4K like in other countries. The fucking physical media shit is going to hell, bro. Like, unless the studios think that they're gonna make money, they'll make a 4K. If they think they're not gonna make money, they'll make a Blu-ray. And if the Blu-rays sell, then they'll make a 4K. So they're fucking over all the people that like buying movies,
right? Because
we think, okay, they're not gonna release it in 4K.
Or having to wait on them to fucking sell X amount
but they won't do it if it doesn't sell. So if you don't buy the Blu-rays, they're not going to make the 4Ks. But then you buy the Blu-ray and you get cheated. You feel cheated when the 4K comes along a few months later and you're like, what the fuck? I already bought the Blu-ray.
Right.
Now you got the fucking Steelbook limited edition. Fucking most awesome thing I've ever seen. I got to pay $40 for it and I already paid $20
on top
for
of it. Yeah. On top of it.
God damn it. I got to haggle with Bono over here. Let me fucking take
what
this.
Do you think?
$10, buddy. Clean.
Yeah.
We won't speak of it again.
That's for you. But I mean, hopefully like this shit, A24, I bought that Midsommar one. Really nice packaging, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if they were to offer that and do that for the, like, movies like this and all their movies in general, bro.
Yeah.
I think is like that market that you say, it's kind of exclusive people who do want that,
seek it out, we will pay the premium price for something cool, and
it's not so much that it's like the limited part, it's just the fact that it's driven that way, you know what I mean?
Like, thought and care is put into it for somebody that appreciates these things. To be like, here, like, you will love this is for you, you know, like, you pay extra for things like that. So I'm just happy it's getting a 4K release. Cool. I'm probably gonna buy it, but then at the same time, I'm like, I probably won't watch this too many more times. Maybe I'll watch it one more time to make Lil, and my brother Lalo watch it or something. And then I don't see myself revisiting this a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up.
I'll make my parents watch it, honestly. I'll sit the whole family down.
What a nice time.
We did it the other day with Dr. Sleep. I'm telling you, I was like, fuck it, let's go. Let's watch a cool movie.
You want to see a Bono 10 out of 10 child murder? This is a 15 out of 10. He begs, guys.
Multiple children. Dad.
They beg for their lives. Nope.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I think we're done here, huh?
Yeah, it's good. I feel good. This movie is, I wouldn't say paving the way, but it's just that new style. It's that new fucking good feel. Like, it's going to the movies and enjoying a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Not only getting scared, but enjoying a good movie.
This is what movies like. Movies at its best. Because even though the feelings weren't nice, when a movie makes you feel like that, it's like, it's a powerful movie. Like,
right.
if you genuinely disgust me like that, you make me feel like horrible.
Mm-hmm.
You did your job, man.
Yeah, it's like Infinity Pool. It's like that. It's like all these types of movies that can really cut into the fucking soul.
Speaking of, I just got the Infinity Pool uncut 4K Steelbook.
Ooh.
Gonna watch that. If we don't see
full scene
Skarsgård's dick, I will return it.
That's why I bought it.
That's a fucking promise right there, dude. I will return it. I will write. I read his dick is in this movie. Uncut. I don't know if his dick's uncut or not, but I want to find out.
Dear Neon, fuck you.
What the fuck was that? Infinity Pool is another perfect example of something that got released on Blu-ray months ago, and now just got a 4K unrated cut release.
Well, that's cool that it did good. Fuck. That's
yes,
awesome.
But do you think that all the other people that bought that Blu-ray don't feel fucking cheated right now?
For
like,
sure.
What the fuck? You put it out in 4K Steelbook, uncut.
But they're sick.
Skarsgård dick.
They're sick in the
for
mind.
the taking. Take it. It's yours.
Special people. They're sick in the mind.
Yeah.
They get high from buying Blu-rays. They buy.
Rare breed. Rare breed.
They buy the stuff, and it's all part of it. It's what keeps the machine going. It's a controlled ecosystem. You know what I mean? You're doing your part.
I think 460 strong right now in my collection.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm running out of. I'm gonna have to get a new shelf soon.
Do it, dude.
'Cause I'm not stopping. I'm getting Blu-rays all the time.
Have you gotten the Max Blu-ray yet?
The Max.
I know you were looking out for that one.
Took me a second. I was like, Max is a streaming service. You fucking moron.
They made the switch.
All right, we should end this. Thank you for listening, guys. Follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook. Give us some likes, subscribe,
Check it
Spotify. I think we have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, everything's fed into every social platform.
Yeah.
With the exception of TikTok. We still need to create our TikTok.
We should do that.
Yeah.
I could show off all the Blu-rays.
Yeah, do a live, dude. You could do a live and like do the crazy shit that's trending right now. You could definitely do that.
Yeah, I probably can't do that. Anyways, maybe we'll get a TikTok sometime this decade. Maybe. Yeah. So follow us everywhere. Make sure you listen to the other shows on the network. Salinas Underground Podcast, made by our producer, Aussie boy out there in the Salad Bites Media creator, I guess. President, CEO. The Ozman. Yeah. Anything else to say, Bono?
I think that's it, man. Just fucking check it out. Check out the other ones. Give us a like. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Sayonara, Sammy.
The Electro and Bono Movie Power